Hello everyone and today's video is about tenses. हम आज से tenses की सीरीज शुरू कर रहे हैं और मेरा उद्देश्य यहाँ ये है कि आपको प्रैक्टिकल यूज़ पता होना चाहिए कि टेंसेस किस पर्पस से यूज़ हो रहे हैं और एक बार वो पता होने के बाद सिर्फ रहता है फिर प्रैक्टिस करना। इसीलिए ये वीडियो किन लोगों के लिए है? जिन लोगों को जो लोग इंग्लिश सीख रहे हैं, जिन्होंने अभी अभी शुरू किया है, जिन्होंने थोड़ी बहुत सीखी है इंग्लिश बट they are making mistakes while using it. Okay? So ऐसे लोगों के लिए ये वीडियो है। जिनको इंग्लिश अच्छे से आती है उन्हें ये देखने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, बट यस ऐसा कोई नियम तो है नहीं, they can see. So once I start the video, I will speak in English. मैं इंग्लिश में ही बात करूँगी बिकॉज मेरा ये मानना है कि when you learn any language, don't try to learn it through translation. When you learn that language, try to learn it in the same language. Don't try to translate it. That's my suggestion and that's my personal opinion. For those who don't know me, I am Archana Kalele. I am from Good to Excellence, and here at Good to Excellence, we help our students to learn fluency in English, or I would say to gain fluency in English, gain confidence and success in their personal and professional life. And those who haven't yet subscribed to our channel, please hit that subscribe button and start learning English. So let's start. So today we are going to see two tenses because वैसे अगर देखा जाए तो there are 12 tenses because each tense has 4 parts: simple, continuous, perfect simple and perfect continuous. So if I try to tell you everything in one video, it will be 2 to 3 hours video. Of course I can tell it because I have habit of teaching for 2 or 3 hours a day, but you will get bored, and that's the reason I broke that into many videos. And today we are going to see the present simple and present continuous form. So first we will see how to use the present simple form and what are the uses of present simple form, and then what is the rule to use it. So first we'll see for what purpose do we use it. So the purpose is, when we see, just listen to it carefully, because once you know that what purpose we use it, it will be easy for you to think and start using the language. So the first one is talking about hobbies or habits. The second one is daily schedule or repetitive action. Then we also use the present simple form to talk about generally accepted truths. We use the present simple form to talk about permanent situations, and we also tell the timetable in the present simple form. So what are the uses I told you? I told you hobbies or habits, daily schedule or repetitive actions, generally accepted truths, permanent situations and timetable. And we will go through the example for each one. So when I say repetitive action or schedule is what? The things or the actions we perform every day. We take bath, we go to our workplace or we go to college, we do exercise, we cook, we eat, we watch television, or we post something on social media, we watch something on social media. All those things are the schedule, fall under schedule or repetitive action. So schedule is what? This to this time you do this. For example, I go to office from 10 to 6. My neighbor goes to office from 12 to 8. So what we said? 10 to 6, 12 to 7. Or you can also say I go to office at 10 o'clock. Or you can say I wake up at 5 o'clock. I go to gym at 6 o'clock. I come back, I get ready, I cook, I go to office, I work, I come back at 6 o'clock, I do some household things, I watch television, I eat and I sleep. So this is a daily routine, and you tell that in the present simple form. Then what are repetitive actions? Of course, schedule is also the repetitive action, but repetitive action could be the activities what you do maybe every week or twice a week, thrice a week, or maybe you do every month, every year, or sometimes even twice a year, or sometimes maybe once in 4 years or once in 5 years. anything like that thing gets repeated. I will give you a few examples so you will understand it. We go on a vacation every summer, so it happens every summer, right? My friend Muttu is very religious and he goes to the temple every Thursday, so it happens every Thursday. I have my English class twice a week, so 2 times a week it gets repeated. So I am telling I have English class twice a week. So are you getting it? So when the thing is repeating, maybe every week, every month, every year, or sometimes even 4 times, like say something happens, we can talk about World Cup, okay? World Cup happens once in 4 years, okay? One World Cup happens once in 4 years. So that gets repeated every 4 years. So that also we tell in the present simple form. So have you got it? Daily schedule and repeated action. Is it clear? Now we will move to habits or hobbies. So when we talk about habits or hobbies, how is it? I have a habit of drinking tea. It is also not a good habit, okay? But still I have that habit. So I will say I drink tea every day, or I drink a lot of tea, okay? Or someone has a habit of, say, speaking loudly. So you can say she speaks loudly. How many times I ask her to speak soft, but she speaks loudly, right? So these are the habits. Hobbies are a little different than habits. Hobbies are always positive, okay? We tell it in a positive way. Like, I do gardening or I collect coins. So these are the hobbies, and when you talk about hobbies, you tell them in the present simple form. Now we will move to permanent situations. So what are the permanent situations? The situations which may not change or which will not change unless something happens. For example, my parents live in Delhi. So my parents live in Delhi, that's a permanent situation unless they decide to move from Delhi to some other place. I live in Bangalore, kind of permanent situation, right? I live in Bangalore. Then I can say Delhi is the capital of India, right? Bangalore is the capital of Karnataka. Permanent situations. So these permanent situations we tell in the present simple tense. Got it? Now we will move to the next use. And what is the next use I told you? Generally accepted truths. So what are generally accepted truths? The sun rises in the east. The sun sets in the west. These are the generally accepted truths, right? Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Or maybe we can say the earth is round. So these kind of things also we tell in the present simple tense. Now about the timetable. It's interesting. With timetable what happens? It is about the future, but still you use the present simple form for that. Say you have your exam coming up in the month of April. So you say I have exam on the 2nd April. But when you tell about which paper, what paper is on what day, so you say my mathematics is on Monday, then I have physics. After physics, my chemistry paper is there. So what are you telling? You are telling this timetable in the present simple tense. Now IPL tournament is going on, and if you really know the timetable of IPL tournament, I am sure most of you must be knowing. So those matches, when you talk to your friend, you will say, hey, tomorrow is a match between Bangalore and Delhi. Okay, tomorrow there is a match between Bangalore and Delhi. So you are telling that thing in the present simple tense. So you got it? What did we learn? We learnt for what purposes we use the present simple tense, and what are the purposes I told you? Repeated actions, hobbies or habits, generally accepted truths, permanent situations, and timetable. Now you must have observed that sometimes I was using the verb as it is, like go or wake up. But sometimes I was saying wakes up, goes. Why is it so? So that's the rule. When we use the present simple tense, that's the rule we follow. So what's the rule? When we use I, you, we, they, we use the verb as it is. We say I go, we go, they go, you go. But the moment we use he, she, it, they are also called as third person singular. Why is it third person singular? Because when we talk about he or she or it, you're talking about someone else. You're not saying you. You're not saying I, right? You're talking about someone else, and that's a singular, right? It is one person you're talking about. So you use the S form of the verb. How it is? You say she goes, he goes, it goes. She walks, he walks, it walks. So how have we seen it? We say I go, she goes. We walk, he walks. They speak, it barks. Got it? So that's the rule. And that is about the present simple tense. Now we will move to the present continuous form. So first, again in the same format, we will see the uses of the present continuous form, and we will see the rule for how to use it. So what are the uses of the present continuous form? The first use, I won't say the first use, but to tell you, I am just giving the numbers. First is temporary situations. Okay. Then we use it for the actions or the activities which are happening at the moment of speaking. We use it for the trends or changes, and we use it for the future planned action. So these are the purposes we use the present continuous form. Now we will go through the examples to understand it better. So the first one I told you, temporary situation. Naturally, the situation which is not permanent. For example, if you go to Delhi or you go to Chennai for some work and you are staying with your friend, so what will you say? I'm in Chennai, I'm staying with my friend. I am staying with my friend. So it is the present continuous form you are using. Then another kind of temporary situation we can talk about, suppose your exam is going on. So you may say, I am studying really hard to score well. I am studying really hard to score well. So that's a temporary situation, and you are telling it in the present continuous form. One more example I will give you. Suppose you are attending English classes and you are learning English, so you can tell, I am learning English. I am learning English. So that's how you use the present continuous form for the temporary situation. Now the next use is any activity or action is happening at the time you are speaking. For example, right now I am speaking and giving you the information about the present continuous form, right? I am speaking. Suppose you are going out, okay? So what you tell your mother, Mom, I am going out, right? I am going out, because at that time you are leaving. Then you go out, and at the gate of your apartment, you see your friend standing there. So you ask your friend, what are you doing? So your friend may say, I am waiting for a cab. I am waiting for a cab. And your friend may ask you, where are you going? So you will say, I am going to buy some grocery. I am going to buy some grocery. So all these things, all these situations that are taking place at the time of speaking, so you use the present continuous form. Okay, now we will move to the next use. And what is the next use I told you? Trends or changes. So any changes or trends take place, we use the present continuous form for that. And what could be the examples? Can you think of? If you think of anything, please type in the comment box. I would love to read it. I will give you, of course, a few examples. I can say that in Bangalore, the real estate prices are rising. In Bangalore, the real estate prices are rising. Petrol prices are rising day by day, right? Now we can think of something else instead of rising. This is a fall season, the leaves are falling. This is a fall season, so you can see that the trees' leaves are falling. I always say this sentence, and I believe it. The children are getting smarter. Children are getting smarter. Do you agree with me? Children are getting smarter. Okay, so these are the changes which are taking place, and those changes also we tell in the present continuous form. Now the next use I told you is for the planned future action. And what is this planned future action? Suppose you booked your tickets for a vacation. Say you are going to Kashmir and you booked your tickets. So you say, I am going to Kashmir on the 2nd April. I am going to Kashmir on the 2nd April, because that is already done. The action is already done and you are going there. The decision is taken and to tell about it, and it is about the future. And that's the reason you are telling it in the present continuous form. So you got the uses of the present continuous form. What are the uses? I will repeat again. One is temporary situation. Then the action or the activity which is happening at the time of speaking, changes or trends, and future planned action. Okay. Now we will move to the rules of the present continuous form. One is when you use I am going on a vacation. With I, what did I use? Am and the ing form of the verb. You are going on a vacation. With you, what did I use? Are and the ing form of the verb. They are going on a vacation. They is again plural, so are and the ing form of the verb. We are going on a vacation. We is plural. With that also we use are and ing form of the verb. And when we use he, she and it, he, she and it, we use he is going on a vacation, she is going on a vacation, it is going on a vacation. Okay, that's a rule. And remember this thing. And I'm sure that once you know the uses and the rule, initially you may make mistakes while using it, but because you know that, so you will realize that you have made a mistake and you will learn from your own mistakes, right? So go through it again and again and watch it and learn. Okay, and don't be afraid of making mistakes. Make mistakes and learn from those mistakes. Now quickly we will compare the present simple form and the present continuous form. So present simple form, what I told you, it is for the permanent situation, and present continuous form is for the temporary situation. So I live in Bangalore, and then what I told you, I am staying with my friend, right? I live in Bangalore, but when I go to Chennai, what will I say? I am staying with my friend, because it's a temporary situation. Okay, so we saw the example for the temporary situation and the permanent situation. Then we use the present simple tense to talk about the repetitive actions or the schedule, or the present continuous form for the actions which are happening at the time of speaking. We have seen one comparison, that is for temporary situation and permanent situation. Another comparison is we use the present simple form for the repetitive actions and present continuous form for the actions which are taking place at the time of speaking. So how we can say, I go to office at 10 o'clock. I am leaving for the office by. I go to bed at 10 o'clock. I am feeling sleepy. I am going to bed. Are you understanding it? How do we use it? Okay, so this is the comparison of the present simple tense and the present continuous tense. Temporary situation and permanent situation. You have seen how the comparison is. You have seen repeated actions and the actions taking place at the time of speaking. Okay, so remember this, watch this video again and again to learn and try to be perfect in that. Okay, don't be, again I am telling you, don't be afraid of making mistakes. So I am winding up today's video. Today's video we have seen present simple tense and present continuous form. In the next video we will see the present perfect simple tense and the present perfect continuous form. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I request you to subscribe to our channel, like and share the video, and don't forget to hit that bell icon so you will be notified for the next video. I will see you in the next video. Until then, bye.